Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with this news talking about the fact that Barca are still to meet with super agent George Mendes as Laporta and the board alongside the super agent want to sit and discuss some two important operations before the window comes to a close. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, we talk about Bernardo Silva as the player's father confirms that the former Barca target, of course former because he's now signed a new contract with City, he confirms that his son was really interested to joining Barcelona, but to no avail. So as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Football super agent George Mendes is expected to arrive at Barcelona later this week, with a report from Spanish outlet AS confirming that the agenda of his trip is going to be the transfer of Joao Cancelo and the possible exit of Ansu Fati. These two players are going to be the theme of this summit. Why Barca are largely expected to close the transfer of Joao Cancelo from Manchester City. Ansu Fati continues to face an uncertain future. As for Joao Cancelo, we have reported uncountable times before that the player is expected to fly to Barcelona soonest and will eventually undergo his medical very soon before completing his loan switch from City to Barcelona. Ansu Fati, on the other hand, does not really want to leave, despite having offers on the table, but Barcelona might be tempted to get more revenue from his sale. So the primary focus on George Mendes' agenda during meetings with the leaders of FC Barcelona revolves around mostly Ansu Fati. Why the young Spanish sensation holds a strong desire to continue his journey at Barcelona and make his mark, a consensus has been reached already between Xavi and the management of the club that his departure would be in the best interests of the club. So, from a financial perspective, Ansu Fati stands as one of the select few assets within the team that is deemed dispensable by the coach, whose sale could inject a significant economic boost. In terms of on-field performances, Xavi's utilization of Ansu has been minimal, often relegating the player to brief appearances. Notably, emerging players like Ace Abday, Lamine Yamal, and Serge had while Ferran Torres' remarkable initial performances have positioned him well in the pecking order. In contrast to Ansu Fati's situation, Joao Cancelo's transfer appears to be less complex. Negotiations regarding his potential transfer are entering their final stages, and optimism abounds that the matter of fair play can be revolved or resolved in the forthcoming days. Apart from these two matters, Jorge Mendes and Barcelona could also discuss the contract renewal of Yamal, which is expected to be signed soon, as well as a possible move for Joao Felix, who remains on the club's agenda till now. Of course, the summer window is fast approaching to an end, and of course, Barcelona are really, really eager to ensure that things are done at the right time before the window comes to a close. Josh Mendes have been very instrumental as to regards transfer operations, negotiating, given the fact that the super agent has a very good relationship with Laporta, has a good relationship with the Barca management. He have really helped a great deal in negotiations for some players, and I think the Joao Cancelo deal, he has also played a great role. If that deal ever wants to materialize, Josh Mendes must be a key role in that, as he have been doing in the past. Of course, having that meeting very soon with Barca will be very important because we know that Josh Mendes has a lot of clients all related to Barca. Ansu Fati, of course, one of the most talked about players who have been linked with an exit this summer. There have been a lot of disagreement, a lot of debate as to whether Ansu should stay or not. And I've always said in myself that Ansu Fati should stay. He deserves to be at Barca, despite the poor performance last season. But we have seen Ansu trying to up his game. We have seen Ansu Fati going for self-improvement. And Barca are trying to cash in on him because of financial reasons, according to reports. But as of now, there is still no guarantee if he will be there or whatever. So we just have to see how the window transpires. For Joao Cancelo, it's just so unfortunate that things have been delaying for so long because there were reports earlier this week saying he was supposed to come on Friday, this past Friday, to do his medicals, but due to some checks regarding financial fair play, the move did not. In fact, things were just went to a halt. But that doesn't mean it won't take place. Things will go well according to reports. It's just a matter of time. Then on to the final story of discussion. FC Barcelona's all interest in Bernardo Silva was once again activated this summer, with Xavi's wishes to acquire a creative playmaking midfielder, leading the club to tail the Manchester City A's for most of the transfer window. However, as much as the Catalan Giants hope to see Bernardo don the Barca shirt, it was almost always a pipe dream that failed to transpire due to City's high asking price and Barca's delicate financial situation. Eventually, the Portuguese maestro ended up pledging his future at Man City until 2026 after penning an extension. Now, in an interview via Sport, Bernardo Silva's father, Paulo Silva, has confirmed that Barca were indeed interested in acquiring Bernardo Silva. The 28-year-old father has revealed that the player was on the radar of many clubs and Barca were one of the interested parties. He said, there was continued interest from Barcelona, who year after year have wanted Bernardo in the squad. There was a proposal and an intention to buy from Saudi Arabia, which began in June. There was also a very strong approach with a proposal and willingness, on the part of the PSG. Paulo Silva's words confirmed the supposition that Joan Laporta and co looked to comply with Xavi's wishes by signing the treble winner with Manchester City. In fact, Barca were heavily interested in the previous summer as well, but as was the case last year, the Catalan Giants' frail finances proved too much of a hassle. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.